A recent Slice Wrestling report reveals ongoing tension within modern WWE. It's questionable, but let's dive into the speculation. Main eventer Roman Reigns and WWE's head of creative Triple H, two key figures, reportedly clashing over the main storyline for WrestleMania. This is a disagreement. Roman seeks a specific legacy-shaping arc, while Triple H, as WWE's creative director, reportedly resists giving in to Roman's exact vision. It's worth noting that this report is questionable, but let's dive into all of the speculation and the power struggle. This is Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin Kellum. What is the biggest power struggle you can recall behind the scenes in pro wrestling? Let us know in the comments below. Hit the like button, get into the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more content just like this. The report, which cannot be independently confirmed, indicates a conflict beginning sometime around SummerSlam 2025, when Roman Reigns started engaging more directly with The Rock, WWE President Nick Khan, and Ari Emanuel regarding his role in the company. These are big executives, and the creative direction of his character. In wrestling terminology, the detail is significant because it suggests that Roman was not communicating directly with the coach, the talent creative head guy, Triple H. Instead, it implies he was discussing his career at a high corporate level, which led to maybe an agreement to involve Triple H. If true, it shows Roman acting less like a performer and awaiting creative input and more like a franchise-level stakeholder pushing a specific plan. By October 2025, Roman's main idea was to have Cody Rhodes face him at WrestleMania 42 in a trilogy match, Roman vs. Cody 3. They've previously met on two separate WrestleManias before, each having a win over each other, highlighting contrasting identities and statuses. The report states that Roman saw himself as the fan favorite with strong crowd support, while Cody would be the villain, forming a clear story, the once dominant tribal chief returning as hero to reclaim his throne, with a popular champion becoming the antagonist. Importantly, the report also claims Roman personally wanted to defeat Cody cleanly for the undisputed WWE Championship, viewing it both as the climax of their rivalry and a way to achieve closure. This is where the alleged power struggle begins to take even more shape. On paper, Roman versus Cody is a major match that WWE has teased. The report even claims Triple H agreed to the program and looked strong initially. The teases were planted at the end of Survivor Series War Games to start the story. If you take that at face value, it suggests that WWE was at one point aligned with Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania 42 as their endgame. The report indicates that Triple H did not want to make Cody a heel, giving a part-time, rarely present Roman another WWE Championship reign. These objections were significant because they question Roman's true intentions for the match, not just the outcome. A clean victory by Roman as champion would be a major achievement, obviously, symbolizing his dominance in a key rivalry of the era. The report also states that Triple H was worried about the outcome, reinforcing the idea that Roman is, quote-unquote, superior, which is impractical for the day-to-day WWE, where we can confirm, and you can confirm with your own eyes, Roman's not there every single week. Additionally, in this report, Triple H is described as reluctant to turn Cody heel, because not all top stars can convincingly play villain roles. Cody remains a valuable babyface hero for the company. Is that something worth sacrificing for this match? According to the report, Triple H then began developing alternate plans for the undisputed WWE Championship to avoid a Roman-centered outcome. In that telling, Drew McIntyre's championship victory is framed as a last-minute change that opens up a new path without Roman directly in the title picture. Whether or not that is correct, the logic behind the report is clear. If Roman versus Cody 3 at WrestleMania 42 was headed for a politically difficult outcome, the simplest solution is simply to change the championship landscape so the match and the debate over its outcome does not have to take place. Also, does the match even need the WWE Championship to happen and be special? It's about settling the score between two personalities, and that is still totally doable without a championship prize. The Slice report also links the alleged struggle to Roman's delayed return. It claims that Roman supposedly was supposed to be back on TV by now, mentioning high-profile episodes like the Raw Stranger Things crossover on Netflix and recent SmackDowns. But Roman versus Triple H's power struggle, quote-unquote, caused changes that slowed that process. Yeah, this is still pretty questionable. Even if you treat it as just speculation, the idea is that the creative disagreement didn't just alter WrestleMania plans, it altered the timing of Roman's visibility, which is one of the biggest levers that WWE will pull when they need to. Roman's absence creates demand. Yeah, him not being there makes when he is there special, and it can reflect some uncertainty. You can bring Roman back when you know exactly what his road is. Another piece of the report suggests that Roman might end up connected to the World Heavyweight Championship scene over on Raw, but not at WrestleMania 42. That's framed as a compromise outcome. Roman stays important, and he's redirected away from Cody Rhodes and the WWE Championship picture that Roman allegedly wanted. And he's away from the specific clean win for closure outcome that Triple H allegedly opposed. For hardcore fans, this story is particularly compelling of how well it mirrors Roman and Triple H's past on-screen conflicts. Their most memorable encounter in kayfabe occurred with the Authority era, specifically between, 2016 in that pocket where Roman was the chosen guy but resisted top star by a lot of fans. Triple H was positioned as the corporate power broker and to some fans represented the old guard. Triple H's persona stood for the office, the gatekeeper who could ruin the lives of any gifted person who didn't fit the mold. Roman, on the other hand, was portrayed as the powerful babyface attempting to establish his rightful place as the top, despite the politics surrounding him. The main event of WrestleMania 32 was framed as Roman overcoming the Authority's control, fighting through the machine, and winning the championship as a symbol of his rise rather than just being a title match. How well do you remember that match? Did you like it? Let us know in the comments below. This speculated, and we emphasize speculated, alleged struggle is less about personal animosity on one side and the other, and more about competing visions for WWE's future. Roman's side, as described, is about closure, validation, a definitive triumph over Cody, a clean win that turns a rivalry into a legacy statement. Triple H's side, as described, is about protecting long-term business assets. Cody is a top babyface, avoiding creative repetition, preventing Roman from reestablishing the kind of dominance that can limit and inhibit the flexibility of WWE's main event scene, especially when he's not there all the time. This entire report touches on the real aspects of WWE's ecosystem, whether or not any of it is accurate. When you have megastars, corporate stakeholders, creative leadership all invested in different outcomes, backstage politics stop being cliches and start being the mechanism that shapes what fans see when it's all said and done. And because Roman Reigns and Triple H have a famous on-screen history built around power and control, any rumor of real-life friction between them instantly feels like wrestling's ultimate meta story. Meta-mania, where the feud doesn't need to happen on television because fans see it on every booking pivot, every delayed return, every WrestleMania plan that suddenly changes course.